Hi everyone, welcome to the Data Monk. In this playlist, we will talk about statistic. Today, our topic will be normal distribution and various items related to this. Before we start, don't forget to hit a like and share button. So let's get started by a simple question. What do you mean by normal distribution? Even without being introduced to statistic, one may recognize this curve. This is also known as bell curve, but not many people actually know about its importance. The normal distribution is vital to the aspect of statistical inference that even allow us to perform things like hypothesis tests. That is to say, if the probability distribution of a random variable is not normal, statistical inference cannot be made. This bell curve is the ideal bell curve which is used in predicting the target variable. Now you can see in this figure there are four curves in which two bell curve are of normal distribution, this one, and two bell curve are of not normal distribution, this one and this one. This one is also called as positive skew bell curve, and this one is also known as negative skew bell curve. A normal probability distribution is symmetric around the mean and the spread of the distribution. Something special about the bell curve is 69, 95, 99.7 rule. First of all, we should know that the whole area of the bell curve is represented by the 100% of the data. The rule said that 68.27, which is this area, lie within the first standard deviation of the mean, and as for 95% of the data which lie in the second deviation of the mean is this area, the purple one and the pink one. And for the 99.7 part, it lie within the third standard deviation of the mean. So the area will be the green one, blue one and purple one, the sum of all three areas. But the main question is, why not we consider 100% of the data or less than 68% of the data? As you can see in this figure, if we consider the 100% of data, so it will extend from this, and therefore the probability density will be around zero point 0.0 or 0.01, which is neglectable. And as for 68% of data, if we consider less than 68% of data, the bell curve will become highly skewed. So it will not be ideal to consider less than 68% of the data and will then be not normal distribution. Let us take an example to understand normal distribution with school performance. As you can see, the bell curve is already distributed into five parts: this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So by 68, 95, 99.7 rule, our 68% of the population lie within this. So we will consider this as an average performer. And below this, it will lie in the second standard deviation of the mean. And so we will consider this as below or above average performer. And for the third standard deviation mean, our non-performer or top performer, which are exception, lie within this. Now you clearly understand what is 68, 95, and 99.7 rule. So we will move into what are the property of normal distribution. First of all, as we have already studied what are mean, mode, and median. So in normal distribution, our mean, median, and mode all are equal and lie at the center of the curve. So as you can see in this figure, our mean, median, and mode will be this line. And for the second condition, the curve should be symmetric at the center. As you can see, this part and this part, they both are symmetric to each other. And for the third point, if second condition is true, then third point will automatically be true. Our third point is exactly half of the value are to the left of center and exactly half of the value are to the right. So in this figure, if the curve is symmetric to the center, so we can notice that exactly half of the value lie in the left part and exactly half of the value lie in the right part. And our fourth condition is the total area under the curve is 1. So if the curve fulfill all these four conditions, we will consider that as a normal distribution. Now, let us take some example to find whether the bell curve is normal distribution or not. Let us see the figure 1. As you can see, the mean, median, and mode all are same and lie within the center of the data, and the graph is symmetric toward the center. So it is a normal distribution graph. And for the second figure, all three curves are not a normal distribution graph. As you can see, mean, median, and mode all are different and the graph is not symmetric toward the center. Let us take one more example. As you can see in the first curve, which is negative skew curve, it is not a normal distribution curve because all mean median mode are different, and it is not symmetric toward the center as because the center will be this. And for the second curve, which have all mean, median, and mode equal and is symmetric toward the center, so it is a normal distribution curve. And for the third curve, we can see it is a positive skewed curve, but mean, median, mode are all different and it is not symmetric toward the center. So it is not normal distribution curve. Now you understand the shape of the bell curve with respect to the property. So we will look into a real life example of normal distribution. Let us say if you get a score of 90 in maths and 95 in English, you might think you are better in English than in maths. However, in maths, your score is second standard deviation above the mean, and in English, it is only one standard deviation above the mean. So it tells you that in maths, your score is far higher than most of the student as your score falls into the tail of the curve. Based on this reasoning, you can actually say that you performed better in maths than in English. Now we have better understanding of normal distribution. So we will look how it helped the user in selection of the variable with respect to the machine learning algorithms. In the given figure, as you can see, it is a positive skew curve. It is not an ideal bell curve and do not have normal distribution. But we can select the variable price because we can predict from this data. Now in the second curve, you can see it is a highly skewed curve, so it is not suitable to consider this variable. Thank you for your time. Hope you like the video. For more amazing content, don't forget to hit a like and share button.